Hi guys, and welcome to Card Maker with Crystal. Today I'm going to show you how to make a 3D pop-up house card. It looks like this, folds flat and it pops out into an actual house. It's so cute. You can decorate it how you want, you could add a sentiment, and the most wonderful thing is that it fits into an A2 envelope for mailing. Let's go down. Hi guys, this is everything you need to make your pop-up house card, and we're going to get right into it. Let's get started as usual with some scoring. We're going to score the largest piece of paper, which is 12 inches by 4 inches at 2 3/4 inches, 5 5/8, 8 3/8, and 11 1/4. We're going to score this piece of paper, which is 5 1/4 by 3 1/2, right down the middle at 2 5/8. And we're going to score this tiny piece, which is the mechanism for the pop-up of the house, which is 3 5/8 by 1 1/4. We're scoring on the 3 5/8 side at 3/8 and 3 1/4. Then we're going to turn it, and we're scoring on the 1 1/4 side at 5/8. And we're all done with our scoring. Now I want you to grab a ruler, and we're going to do some measuring. We're going to measure this piece of paper, which is the 4 by 12 at 1 3/8. So that's 1 2 3. Measure it on both sides, and go across the top at 1 3/8 and 7 inches. Now I want you to draw a line from the two 1 3/8 straight across, and then you're going to draw some lines from the here to here, and then here to here on both sides. And that's it for this one. We're going to put it aside because we're going to cut all of them when we're finished. So now for the mechanism, we're going to simply fold this in half and mark your point. That's the half at the top, because you want to have it exactly in half. If you measure it, it's 1 point under 1 7/8. So just right here in the middle. And if you measure on the other side, you'll see it's exactly the same. Right? So you're just marking the middle of the paper here. Now, I'm going to grab my T-square ruler, and I'm going to mark this all the way down to the score line. Right. And let me draw some lines to show you where to cut. So you're going to cut here, here, and you can draw the line straight if you would like. I'm just eyeballing it. Here, 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 and here. So I'm cutting off this, and this, like so. So let me show you. Now I'm going to fold and burnish on all my score lines. So you're folding this in, you're folding this in, and you're folding these two down. Then you're going to fold on all these score lines as well. Now I'm going to show you what you're going to do with this is you're cutting off everywhere where I'm shading, and then just one little like this. All right, so you're cutting off all the places that I'm shading. Let's do that. And your paper should look like this. I'm gonna rest this here, and rest this here so you can get an idea of what it looks like when it's all done. Let's put the house together. Then I have all the layers, which I have all the measurements for in the description box of the video. And we're gonna then decorate the house. I have a wonderful sentiment here for the inside of the card, and let's put it all together. So the first thing you're gonna do to put your house together is you're gonna stick this like so to make your house. Put a generous amount of glue and then stick down like this. Make sure your house could open and fold both ways equally. Now you're going to hold it down together like this, and you're going to take this mechanism, you're going to fold one of these on the inside and fold one of these on the outside, so it looks like this. All right, now I'm going to take this back one and stick it onto here, and I'm going to take the front one and stick it onto here, just like this. Now I want these 2 points to be on a straight line, so I'm going to use my craft mat to line it up. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue over here, and I'm going to make sure that this point touches the point of this one on my mat, and this one is lined up with the point of this one on my mat. So once no glue has gotten on my mat and it looks lovely, I could wiggle it around, make sure, so you see it was a little higher up, so I wiggled it around and got it down. Now you fold this down, make sure you're still on the line. You're going to take this one and put it on the outside, fold these 2 pieces up, and I'm going to stick this to here. So you see we stuck that one to the back, and now we're going to stick this one to the front. So then put some glue, put it down, and line it up straight on our line that we're working with here. When you're making anything with a mechanism that makes it fold flat, you always, once you're sticking, you always fold both ways. And the reason for this is because if you've done anything wrong, now is the time to fix it. Because when you've stuck everything together and then you try to do it and you're like, oops, you can't. So I could easily take this off now and try to either make another one without destroying my entire project. All right, so it's stuck down, it looks great. Now we're gonna take care of our roof. So to get our roof installed, I'm gonna fold one of these back and one of these forward. If you notice, it's a straight line going across the house, and then I'm gonna bring my roof in and it goes across like this. So I'm gonna put this down, I'm gonna fold this down, and then I'm gonna put glue here and here. Now I'm eyeballing this, but you can easily measure a 1/4 inch from each side, and that's how we're sticking this down on the line. Once I put this down like this, I'm going to make sure there's a 1/4 inch correct, and there's a 1/4 inch correct, and then I'm going to fold this down. When I open it, you have your pop-up house. So your pop-up house is done. So I'm just going to cut off the excess here. On both sides. Now when you fold it, it should fold flat down. Right, perfect. So your house is done. It's folding flat and it looks gorgeous. It can fold flat both ways. That is really amazing. And then you open it and put it down, and you have your 3D house. The roof is perfect. Now let's do what I call the fun part. We're gonna decorate this house. So I'm gonna rest our house right here, and we're gonna put together all of these layers to support the structure of the house and to make it look pretty. So I have the layers for the roof here with some hearts, the layers for the sidings of the house, and the layers for these sidings, that's why they're so long, and the layers for this siding. So I'm going to put these aside, and I'm just going to do some measuring on the layers for the siding so that we have to cut it so that it fits perfectly up here. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to measure. I'm going to measure on this side because that mirror is affecting my camera. So this piece of paper is 2 5/8 by 3 7/8. Now if I want to get the half of 2 5/8, 5/8 is 10 of these little markers here, and each of these markers is 1/16. So I'm going to have to measure 1 and 5/16, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm measuring right here, and that'll be half of my measurement here, right? I'm going to also measure 1 and 5/16 down on both sides of the paper. And now for the top layer, we're going to measure on the back, right? This is 2 1/2, so that's an easy measurement. We're going to measure 1 1/4 and across the top, and then 1 1/4 down the sides as well. Now you're going to bring in your paper cutter, and you're going to cut all of these pieces from the top to the side. So we've cut our layers for the siding, and look how perfect that lines up. So we're going to stick all these layers that we just cut to all the 2 layers. So this will stick to this, and I'm going to do the rest for this. So I'm going to stick the ones for the roof, the ones for the side, and the ones for the front, and the ones for the side of the house. So I have all my layers stuck to their backing, or layer 1 stuck to layer 2, according to how I explain it sometimes. Now we're going to actually put everything on the house, decorate it, put on a sentiment, and we're done. So let's make it flat, because this is the best way I find to decorate this house. I'm going to just put my thing there to hold it down, and we're going to start by putting this big one. And just like this alone, look how cute it looks. It's so cute, right? Oh my gosh. But we're not done. Let's put our sentiment in, which is beautiful, and it goes right here. So I'm sticking on my sentiment on the inside, so if they open the ceiling, they can see, and they open the roof, I should say, they can see, congratulations on the purchase of your new home. I simply did this in Microsoft Word and printed it. So it closes, and then they could open it like this. All right, it's really amazing. Now let's decorate the house. So now you look at the house, it has windows, you can put bushes, you can put a back door, you could really decorate this and make it look beautiful, but this is it. Thanks so much for joining me while we made this 3D pop-up house card. It is so amazing. Be sure to like the video if you like it, subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any content, and stay crafty, my friends.